Good morning, this is Clay Trader at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. Market opens up here in 2 minutes. Currently have a position, well not a position, an open order down here. You can see for 1675 on the short. I thought for a second there I might get some pre-market action, but now it's kind of just hovering right there at 16. So we'll see what happens. If it does look like I might get filled before the market opens, then yeah, I guess we'll have technically a little pre-market trading, but as it stands right now, not quite sure that's going to happen. But FRED, Fred, definitely going to watch this one's out of the gate, so we'll see what happens with it. Okay, market has opened up, and my order is still out there at 1675. Got filled. Have an order in at 17.25, or if it was going to give me that quick amount of 20 cents, which equates to $100, and I was going to take that. Still have an order at 17.25, which I'm going to leave up there. So if the price wants to move up to 17.25, then I will take that. So we'll see if it can push through 17 here. And I will look to build a bigger position, just going in with 500 shares. So not going to make a huge amount. Don't get me wrong, $100, and as you saw, about 10 seconds, definitely a good amount of money. But okay, so I got those, and wow, that happened in a hurry. Did I nail the top there? Almost 1732. So we'll do the same thing right there. Let's see, I got filled at, let's go over that real quick, because that happened, I couldn't even keep up. So I got filled at 17.25, and then I got filled at 16.83, and that all happened. That was just the computers playing in my favor there. So definitely not complaining about that. Let me make sure my orders are in place. So 17.75 may seem kind of far off, but you all witnessed that in real time. The thing is very jumpy. So 17.75 in all actuality, not that far off. So very fast move there. Again, got filled at 17.25, and in the blink of an eye, shot up there, filled me, and then dropped all the way down to 16.83 for basically $208 move there. And like I said, you saw it, blink of an eye. So up $308, and it's 9.32 right now. So yeah, I'm not going to complain. $300 in 2 minutes, I'll take that. Now, just to be transparent, maybe if this is the first video you've ever watched of mine, does this happen every single morning? I wish I could sit here and say, yeah, this is happens all the time. No. Making $300 in 2 minutes is not like it's a routine thing. Can it happen? Yes, it can happen. You just witnessed it, but I would be lying if I sat here and tried to make it sound like it happens every single day and twice on Sunday. But yeah, the stock market is a powerful tool, and you can definitely pull profits from it in very quick amounts of time. So again, 17.75 still up there. I'm actually gonna change that to 17.85 here. So I'm gonna pause it, and if it looks like it's gonna shoot up there or get closer, then I will be back to update the video. All right, move my order up to 18.15. So we'll see if it can push up there through the $18 mark. It's looking like it's got a chance. Again, just 500 shares. Would like to build a bigger position. So let's see if it can get, there we go, through 18. Oh, got up as high as 18.14. So right there you can see the high that it went, 18.14. So almost but not quite. So with that, I'm going to go to 18.35. So we'll see if it can get up there now. It's trying. And then back down it goes. Well, coulda, woulda, shoulda, hindsight, should have left that order at 18.15. and I would have gotten out at 1790 there. But yeah, that's why we're all millionaires in our hindsight trader accounts. So at this point, I'm going to go up to 1849. So I will keep you updated. Before I forget, the question that I always get with these live trade videos, which makes perfect sense. Hey Clay, how are you finding these setups? How did you find Fred, F-R-E-D? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like it could add some value to you as a trader, then go ahead and click right there and I will email you the guide. Guide is very short and to the point. Totally free, like I said, not going to take you very long at all to get through it. Good risk versus reward. Like I said, the biggest risk is a few minutes of your time, but the reward is, hey, maybe it really helps you out. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. And like I said, click there and I'll email it to you. Still looking for some trades, but still at this point, only 15 minutes into the day. I'm not going to lie, I got distracted after the the first 2 minutes. And then, you saw me look a little bit more, but then I went and played with the kids for a little bit, and now I'm back. So I'd like to try to capture one more trade, but I'm not going to force anything. Like I said, $300 up already. Looking at TWLO right now. Curious to see if this thing wants to pull back at all after the strong move here. So I'm keeping an eye on that for a pullback, but not quite enough of a pullback right now to catch to make me interested enough. But I am watching. Have ordered a short 30.49 here on ACAD. Started to make some price movement. Now it kind of is pulling back here, but starting to grind its way upwards. But looking like I'm being a little bit too optimistic, hoping for that 30.49 entry point. I promised before I got the video rolling it made a little bit more sense, but I'll keep it out there for a while and we'll see if I can get any nibbles on it. All right, looking for an initial fill here in 1915. On FRED. Only going to look for a quick 10 cents on it for my initial exit. Of course, I'd like to build more, but I say that because the previous time I was looking for 20 cents because it was much more volatile. Now it's slower, so I'm going to have to kind of cut my expectations in half here a little bit. So let's see if I can get up there at 1915 and fill me. I will pause and keep you updated. Have a couple orders out there, one on SGY and then one again on Fred. So over here I'm watching the SGY chart. Over here I'm watching FRED level 2s. So doing a little bit of a balancing act here. So I will keep you updated. Okay, looking for some shares here, 1949 on FRED. Got those. So look to take 12 cents, or if I can build a bigger position, like I'm slacking off on right now, then I will look to do that. So let me try for some more up there at 75. All right, but it decided to give me the 12 cents for $60, but I'm going to keep that order up there at 12.75. So we'll see if it can get up there or not. Actually, I want that to be a little bit higher. 1985. I'm actually I'm upset at myself. Just got distracted, and I guess this will be a good example here of how the chat room works, which is another popular question. Hey Clay, how does the chat room work? But here's the alert I made on Fred right here. So multi-candle bull pull with consolidation. This was made at 9:45. So in other words, for those of you that maybe aren't familiar, bullish setup there. It made a nice move, pulled back, had some consolidation. That's why the word bull was in that alert. And let's see, when was 9:45? 9:45 was right here. And I just totally missed it. So, pulled back, used the word bull, nice consolidation, and from there it has just slowly been grinding, up over $2. So just a quick little example of how the chat room works. So if you're kind of curious or wondering, and maybe never been in the chat room, or just wondering how our chat room in particular works, there's a quick little alert, real time. And it really just goes to show, because there's members in the room right now making money on the long side, and you just saw me making some money on the short side. So just goes to show, many different ways to make money in the market. So, man, the video's at 10 minutes. I caught enough trades, 3 different trades. So 45 minutes into the day, up 368. Of course, 300 of that came during the first 2 minutes, which you saw, and then I got distracted as I explained. But anyways, final few things here before we part ways until next week. First, if you enjoy this video, easiest way you can say, hey Clay, please keep making these. Click that like button, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Those are just very easy ways to let me know that you want me to keep making these. If you're interested in the chat room, hey Dot. All right, just a minute. I'm almost done. So I don't remember where I was. Oh yeah, subscribe. That's the easiest way. If you're interested in the chat room, you can just go to claytrader.com, and that's got not only my training courses if you're interested in learning how to trade with charts, but also you can sign up to the chat room there. And yeah, so I think that's it. As always, thank you for your support, and I will see you back next week.